I wonder why the left also be trying to push communism on everybody. That's so weird lately.
Like a lot of again, I feel like a lot of that stuff is they're trying to push it, like normalize it almost, like, oh, equality for everyone. Well, like, I don't believe in that. No disrespect. Like, obviously, I want people to be successful, but I don't think. Yeah, you got to work for it. You don't work, you don't eat. That's literally life. That's literally what everybody learns. Like, if you don't work, you don't eat. Now they're trying to make it where, well, you working, but he ain't eating, so you got to cut off your plate and make sure he can eat too. And I mean, don't agree with that.
This is the universal healthcare argument. It's like there are a lot of people. We have morbidly obese homeless people. Like, we got problems here. We've solved the hunger problem and I don't know if it's fair to say we solved it because nutrition is an issue, but when you have morbidly obese homeless people, like, your problem has become a weird problem. And then they say we should give everybody universal health care, which means your labor and taxes should be taken out automatically so you can pay the healthcare bills of everybody. But you guys are athletes. You eat right, you train hard every day. Why are you paying the medical bills for somebody who wants to lay on a couch all day and just eat pizza and nachos and not exercise?
Yeah.
If you don't work, you don't eat. And if you overeat and you're out of shape, that's like, hey, look, man, I don't care if you're fat. You want to be big and fat and eat pizza 5 times a day and do whatever you want? Fine, but I'm not paying your medical bills.
Yeah.
That's actually mind blowing to think about. Yeah,
no, that's real. Yeah. See, in a sense, I do understand like the healthcare for everybody, but on the other hand, it's America and nothing's free. Yeah. So like somebody's paying for it, and I don't know. I feel like there's money, like we have enough money in America for something like that to happen, but all the money is not spent on that. Like, we spend billions of dollars, hundreds of billions, trillions of dollars on other
Ukraine?
stuff rather than America. No, facts, rather than America. And to me, I think that's the thing that makes me feel more comfortable on the right, because America first. Like, literally, this is just what it is. Like, we literally live here, pay here. We this is our home. Why are we paying for someone else's home that we'll probably never go to?
That's crazy too. I mean, when did you guys like start seeing this? You start getting into politics, right? Do you start to ask questions about, like, hey, wait a minute, they just gave $1 billion to like Ukraine and Taiwan and Israel, and we got a border crisis.
Definitely. Yeah. It's gradual. It was definitely gradual. Like, I think the more and more of the stuff we started ingesting, like, at first I'd say we were kind of nervous to be like, we're conservatives, we're like openly, like, I mean, we're
MAGA.
Yeah, we were finding our identity in it a little bit, and when you're finding your identity in something, you start to realize like there's going to be a lot of pushback and scrutiny on the outside of it. But the more and more we started to learn and get comfortable, and like we could watch the source without watching like Officer Tatum, and we could have our own discussions. I think once we got to that point, like where we weren't watching Benny Johnson and taking his word for it, we were watching it on our own and taking our word for it. I think once we got to that point, we're like, look, man, this is what it is. Like, I'll put the MAGA hat on. I don't give a damn.
You know what's crazy that you said that about, the Medicare or whatever Kamala calls it, but she says that so much. Yeah. And it's just like, now I think that's a woke stance, now that you just said that. Like, I got tired of her saying that so much, but now that you just said that, yeah, like, people should
I don't even know what she is offering. Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta do work,
She said, we finally solved Medicare.
Now, what's crazy to me is that we funding all these wars and then allow all the people that's like impacted by the wars to come through our border, and then on top of that, they're trying to tell us to get rid of our guns. Yeah, like, that's just crazy to me.
That's the most crazy.
Like, no. What's the craziest thing to me is illegal immigrants in New York and Chicago, free housing, free healthcare, food card. What was it?
Everything
refundable card or whatever, the card that basically the magic card that never runs out of money, all that stuff they're getting. And $700 to hurricane survivors.
This is the craziest thing to me, because like
insane.
What's happened now is in places like Chicago, you've got black people being like, you keep telling us there's no money for reparations, and then you gave all this money to people who don't even live here to buy houses, to get apartments, to pay their bills. In Chicago, the black community had activists literally saying, we are being replaced.
Oh, for sure.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
They were dumping them in black neighborhoods. Like I remember I saw, this was something that should have been the final straw for any rational thinking person. There was a school that closed down in like Massachusetts or somewhere due to lack of funding.
Yeah, I see.
So they closed the school down. Kids couldn't go to school. There's predominantly black school. Legal immigrants come in. They refurbished? Yeah, refurbished the whole school. They fixed it up, turned it into a housing floor on the top unit, and on the bottom floor, the kids for illegals go to school.
Wow.
And they did all that after closing the school due to lack of funding. That's insane.
I was talking to this more liberal guy, black dude, on this show like a couple months ago, and I said, "Here's my compromise. Let's seize all the Bureau of Land Management property, all on the West Coast and the Rockies. Give reparations. I'd rather see the federal government lose access to this land and American citizens have access to it in whatever form that takes. But additionally, it's like I would rather see every dime spent on Ukraine paid in reparations. And there's a lot of people who are like, I don't like reparations. I don't want reparations because it's racist. It's bad policy. No, I agree. I think it creates animosity if you start giving out money based on race. I'm just saying, priority-wise, why are we giving money to a foreign country before we're giving it to our own people for literally any reason?
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
100%. America first.
I'm against reparations, but I agree with that.
I'm saying it's like a tier thing. The issue I take with reparations is that, you know, maybe like back in the day, if they promised 40 acres and a mule, you should have done it.
Yeah.
But now it's like, dude, there's gonna be a white dude who's like great grandmother's black, but he's white as they come, and he's gonna get reparations. Like, I don't think that works for anybody.
Yeah.
It's just not feasible at all.
No, it just doesn't make sense logically. I mean, we're so far removed from slavery in America, and it's become so diverse with who lives in America. Like
Will Smith is gonna get reparations.
Yeah.
Sonny Holston was on the View talking about she needs reparations.
Exactly. I'm like, you're a millionaire.
She's a Bronx Boricua.
It's no country you can go to and become a millionaire like America.
Yeah.
As a black person.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Culture War podcast. We're live every Friday, 10 a.m. to noon, so subscribe and come hang out.